Hey guys, today we'll be drawing Dandy's old characters as humanoids. To figure out who we will draw, we will be using the wheel. I'll go first. That's not that bad. Okay, my turn. Oh, by the way, we're doing four just full body sheets each, so my turn. I guess, I don't know, I think that's kind of cute. So the first characters we will be drawing are Astro and Louie. So the first character I got was Astro, and I was pretty confused on what to do at first, but I think I figured it out. Astro is a main toon in Dandy's world who supports other toons. He has great stealth and stamina. He supports other toons by giving them full stamina when his ability is used. He is a super fun character to play as. Anyways, for the drawing I started out with this pose of him reaching out because I wanted him to be mid-ability kind of, to make it more dynamic I guess. I decided to give him this birthmark on his face to represent this dark spot he has on his character. I also made that white star that he has on his character as a hair clip. For his hat, I just copied his normal one but added little swirly designs I guess. I also took some inspiration by his room actually. I saw that near the elevator doors there are these moon symbols, so I made them like brooches for his hat. I then just gave him a turtleneck and shorts because I feel like he would just wear pajamas honestly. Again, the shirt is actually a design from his room. It's actually the wallpaper around it, I'm pretty sure. I gave him these gloves with stars on the middle. And for his slippers, I actually added some words on it, which actually came from one of his posters. But later on I colored it, so it's not as noticeable anymore. For the inside of his blanket, I decided to make it like a night sky with stars in it. This is one of my favorite ones from the four of them actually. I had super fun doing this, and I really love how it came out. Okay, so I just want to apologize because I might sound a little sick because I have been sick, and yeah, just saying. Anyway, for those who don't know about Dandy's world, Louie is this balloon character with a mostly yellow body with purple and green accents. He's part of a circus troupe with Yana and Blot and is pretty enthusiastic. He is a common character, and I don't remember how much you can buy him for, but the stats should be up on the screen. Cough, cough. And I've always liked him. Like, I like playing as him. It's fun to play with him. He's really silly. So yeah. For his design, I decided to give him his accents of colors with the different parts of purple, green, and yellow. I gave him this basic clown outfit that I got inspired by from someone's OC on Pinterest that was super cute. That's also like where I got the pose reference. I don't know, I can't find it again because I was just looking on Pinterest when it was like basing off of it, but I didn't completely base off it. No, I didn't want to steal it. Anyway, for his face, I decided to give him the little makeup cheeks that some clowns have, and it just looks super cute with the green and purple. Also, I finally got the chance to draw my clown shoe because he's basically a clown. Because, as you know, can't really draw shoes to save my life. I also gave him these yellow ruffles at the end of his little shorts, or like whatever it is, like the outfit, the end, I don't know. And I gave him a cute little red bow and red button in like the middle of the outfit. I tried incorporating like all the colors into the design as much as I could. It was just kind of difficult. Not really difficult actually. It was just, I was trying to figure out where everything could go to make it look best. And yeah. I think I did a pretty good job. Like I with Louie, I know he has like his green and purple on like opposite sides like mismatched to give it like this cooler little look. So I kind of did that with like the gloves, with the hat thing. I don't know what it is, that clown hat. I kind of just looked on Pinterest and I was like, okay, that suit him. Yeah, I did like the
green and purple back, and I decided that he would have like green eyes because I don't know, I guess that'd suit him. And for these little buttons down the shirt, I also made them green, the same exact shade of green as the accents of green into the outfit, and I think his design came out pretty good. I really like it. Yeah.
Okay, let's figure out the second character I will be drawing. Shelly! I'm excited for that one.
Okay, I hope I get a girl this time because I love drawing girls. That's a dog. Okay.
Figure something out.
Right.
Next character I'm drawing is Shelly. Shelly is another main toon who specializes on extracting. Her ability Inspiration gives other toons boosts to do machines faster. Her stats focus on extracting. She is actually one of my favorite characters to play as. Anyways, for the drawing, I put her in this waving pose because I think she's a very outgoing toon. I actually struggle on this one the most. On this drawing, I just could not come up with that outfit for her. Anyways, first I was giving her long hair, but I realized that it just did not suit her in my opinion. So I changed it to short hair. I also gave her bone clips and a shell fossil clip. I did forget the name of the fossil, but it's actually the fossil that she's inspired on. For her outfit, I gave her overalls with a belt, with rolled up sleeves and huge gloves so she can dig up fossils fast, maybe. I also figured out that she actually sews. I did not know that, so I added some dinosaur and fungi patches. I imagine that she made them herself. I also had to add the participation award, which is her trinket actually. I gave her a seashell bracelet and bandages around her because maybe some of the fossils are sharp. I don't know. I just need to add more stuff so it didn't look that boring. Then I just gave her some dinosaur socks, which actually aren't noticeable because I gave her these huge black boots with teeth patterns to show dinosaur aspects. I did wish that I came up with more dinosaur aspects, but I just could not come up with any on this one. Anyways, I still think it came out pretty good.
Okay, and again, for the people who don't know about Dandy's World or like the characters or anything, the next character I got was Pebble, which is this little gray rock. He's supposed to be a pet rock. He walks around, he's supposed to be like a dog. He's supposed to be like Dandy's pet, you know, the main character, the flower guy. I didn't know what much to do with the design because, I mean, he's just a rock. There wasn't much to base it off of. But all I knew is that I wanted to make him like a child because he's literally a rock and it's not going to make him an adult. Even if he is an adult dog, I don't know. I just thought it'd suit better. He's very, like in the game, he's very playful and affectionate towards the other toons, like especially towards his owner. And he's a 5-star character. He's usually used as like a distractor role for people who play like in bigger runs. Yeah. For his design, it was like very simple. Like I said, I kind of just gave him gray hair because he's a gray rock. Just made it gray and straight and kind of like just kind of long because I feel like he's like gonna be like a kid that just lets his hair grow out and just doesn't bother with wanting to cut it. And I gave him this cute little like gap between his teeth because I just imagine him with it, and it just made it look way cuter. And I gave him this just enthusiastic expression, you know, like just little gremlin vibes. And I just gave him these brown overalls, and under it is a gray, like lighter gray sweatshirt because I think his legs have like a lighter gray color. And for the shoes, they're just basic. I was gonna make them kind of like boots, but you can't tell because the overalls are over it. They're just black boots, because I can see him wearing boots. Then in the middle is this little like clover thing. I don't know, it's on his body, so I just added that in the middle because I wanted to add that because he kind of just looked like a basic little boy. And yeah, for the pose, I just kind of just made him like standing up with his hands on his hips and just standing there like a kid. I didn't really know what to do. I kind of made him just average size, like for a kid. He's just like a basic looking kid. And I think this design came out alright. I don't know. It's cute, but it's really basic. And I did not know how to make it look much like Pebble. So yeah, there's the Pebble design.
Let's see the third characters we will be drawing. Me first. Cosmo. That's good. I'm getting cute characters.
Okay, I need a girl.
Get him off.
Are we? That's a butterfly or whatever. A moth.
The third toon that I designed was Cosmo. Cosmo is a toon that's a healer, actually. He can give his heart to another toon to make sure they survive. His stats are alright, they're pretty good, but his skill check, it's a pain. But as long as you have good trinkets, I guess you got that. For the drawing, I had fun designing this one. I decided not to give him his OG outfit. Yeah, I didn't give him his sweater. I decided to give him this cardigan with like collars coming out and a star. I also made him a chef, obviously. So he has like this overall thing, an apron actually. And in the apron, whoa. Anyways, the shorts actually, I'll come back to the apron later. The shorts, I decided to give it this frosting at the ends because I gotta add more frosting. Then I gave him his stripes, but I made them into socks rather than pants. His shoes were pretty fun to design too, actually. They're not the best. I think they're actually really big. I did not fix that though. But yeah, I made the shoelaces be icing. I thought that was pretty cool. And then there's just like a cookie bow. And then it's green because, I don't know, I thought green would just match his color palette. Anyways, going on to the head. His hair, I decided it's actually in a ponytail, but you can't really notice that because of the angle. Yeah, he has streaks of white coming out. And then like for his swirls, I gave him these like silver like jewelry that goes on the hair. I don't know what it's called, but I thought it was pretty cool and a good idea to make it the icing. So that's around him. I also gave him this hat. I think it's a bonnet. Yeah, I feel like he needed something on his hair, and like what's better to keep his hair off than a cute little bonnet. Yeah, there's more icing aspects on the bonnet. Not that noticeable. I gave him pink eyes because, I don't know, it just suited him. I thought it looked really good. And then he obviously has his cute little star freckles. And then he's carrying an icing, which is kind of Ginger's icing trinket. Didn't make it red though, because he can't be that jolly. Then he has a little bracelet, which is his trinket actually. I thought that was a cool thing to add. Really easy to add too. Then on his apron, he actually has Sprout and Cosmo, his best friend and his cousin. I thought that was a cute little thing. He made them out of cookies, but in his little toon form. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what I did for Cosmo. This one was really fun. After I just added this cool little effect that doesn't really show up unless it's transparent, but it's like little muffins, which is what comes up when you use his ability. Anyways, that's Cosmo.
So for my third drawing, I got Flight. And again, for people who like don't know about Dandy's World, Flight is a limited Easter toon that you can And he's supposed to be like a butterfly. He doesn't talk similarly to Flutter, the other butterfly in the game, and he doesn't exactly have a mouth. So to substitute that, I kind of just give him a mask because I don't know. I felt that it would like suit it best if I feel like it would be weird if I would have gave him a mouth because he doesn't have one in the game. I felt like the mask just really made it seem more like him. And for the hair, I decided to go with like long wavy hair. I don't know why. I just pictured like white with that long wavy hair. It was just, I kind of liked it. So, and in the game, he's supposed to be like one of the tallest tunes. So I tried making him as tall as I could. And I pictured him to be like really skinny. I kind of tried making him skinny too. So like tall and skinny. I pictured him to be very pale, and I don't know. I was like really trying to stretch it out because he looked really short in the beginning, and I was like, I need to make him look taller. And for the outfit, I don't know, I decided to just go with like some elegant looking outfit with like these puffed out sleeves, this kind of like shoulder pads. Yeah, I was just experimenting. I literally had no inspiration with this. I just wung it, and I've had like a little strap around his waist. And for the wings, I decided to make him have this like, I guess kind of like a dress type, and it like swooped down to show his wings. So it basically are his wings. And he had these little antennas that are like little clovers. So I made them like come down like with the like skirt kind of part. And then his skin is light teal. So I kind of just made like parts of his outfit light teal along with his mask and his boots. Yeah, I just gave him these really long boots, and I think it pretty much suits. And for the wings, yeah, his wings are pink, so I made the skirt the same pink color. And with that same pink color, I made his eye color because I was like, I don't know what eye color we have, but I guess it'd just be the same as the wings. I think it matched. Same with the hair color. I was kind of like thinking, I was like gonna make it green. I was like, there's too much green, like a teal. So I just made it a dark pink that is the same color around the waist. And for the rendering, it's very simple, like the other few. And I kind of was struggling with this design, but I don't know, it's not that bad. I think it's alright. I just don't really like his character that much.
Okay, last ones we're gonna be spinning. Let's see. Okay, so 2 characters. That's gonna be interesting.
I need a girl. I please, any of the girls.
Okay, the last tune I decided to humanize or got from the wheel was R&D, Razzle and Dazzle. This one was the most funnest one to design. I had so much ideas. Anyways, Razzle and Dazzle, known as R&D, are a tune that is a survivalist. They're really good at extracting and distracting, actually, and running away, depending on the floor. Even floors, I actually don't remember which one's which. Anyways, I don't remember the stats because I don't really play as them, but some people cook playing with them. Now, for the drawing. Razzle is the white hair colored one, which is represented by a happy mask. I took that into account. And Dazzle's the black haired one, which is usually with a sad mask. Now for the drawing, I definitely took the mask into account. I decided to use this like old jester idea with the mask, like drama. So I added a ton of detail to the mask. That was the most funnest part, designing all the little things. I decided to add gold accents to it. And then their colors would be, well, obviously Razzle would have more whiteness, but also with a little gray. And then I also gave Razzle more red, and then Dazzle is black and white themed. For the hair, I decided to give Razzle hair that gets out of his face because he's more happy. He more wants to go on the stage. So covering his face won't do. So I gave him this cool slick back with a little hair poking out. And then Dazzle, I decided to make his hair flat actually. Slowly covering his face kind of. It's kind of droopy since he's really droopy, I guess. Sad. And the outfit was pretty hard to design. I just gave him this basic like flare jeans, not jeans, but like jester outfit. Then I gave it slits with each color, the black and the red and the white on each side, of course. And then the arms and then the sleeves actually are the opposite colors again. I added a diamond and like this pointed diamond for Dazzle on each of the sleeves. I gave Razzle's side a glove because I feel like it needed more on that side. And then the ribbons, I decided to make it a belt that wraps around Dazzle's side, and then it kind of just flows out. And then I gave them the scarf. They obviously have a scarf on their tune. I had super fun designing them all, but yeah, I did have the most fun designing Razzle and Dazzle.
Okay, for Tegan, she is a teacup, and she is like a standard tune. She's not limited, you can get her anytime. She's very elegant, I'd say. So I actually had kind of a lot of fun with this design. I mean, in the beginning her face kind of looked a little botched, but I mean, I don't think I kind of fixed it because her eyes ended up looking worse, but oh well. I kind of wanted to go for like more like 80s kind of vibe. I don't know why. I just like, apart from the outfit, it's just very 80s. I gave her this like 80s blowout with short hair, and I think it suited her really well. And for the outfit, I kind of just gave her what she was kind of having in her basic outfit. She has this long brown yellowish dress and like this white puffering like jacket, and not a jacket, I don't know, it's like a sweater. It's fluffy, and I think it came out really good. I also made her kind of chubby because I just pictured her that way. She has like an hourglass body shape, and yeah, the color of the dress is remaining as the same as her actual design, as this yellowish brown. Then I gave her like pale skin, just a little darker than Flight though, and obviously the sweater was going to be like this white yellow kind of, and her eyes are dark brown, and her hair is like this kind of like dirty blonde, and I think it came out really well with like the colors. I think the color palette in this design is really basic, really simple, but I really like how it came out. And I did give her nails. I don't think I colored them in this, but I just thought she would have like probably just natural long nails. Just seems like something she'd have. And I also gave her hoop earrings, big hoop earrings. I just pictured her with that, and it actually looks really cute on her. And like nearing the end of when I was rendering, I'd forgotten that she has yellow eyeshadow and black lipstick, and I don't really draw makeup on my characters, so it kind of looks goofy, but I don't know. I think I made the yellow too bright, and the black just kind of just looks like she's dirty. Maybe I can try improving the makeup, but again, the rendering is very simple, and I do really like how this design came out. It's simple, but I love it. And there is Tegan's design. Okay, those were our Daddy's World humanoid designs.
Hope you liked them. We might do a part 2. Bye!